Maui County Department of Agriculture. Food and Nutrition Security Plan Draft 1. The Maui County Food and Nutrition Security Plan is being created to ensure that all Maui County residents have access to affordable, nutritious, culturally appropriate food. This plan acknowledges the power of food systems as drivers of health, cultural connection, and resilience. MDOA 2024-2028 Strategic Plan. Mission: advocate for thriving lands and hands that feed and sustain Maui County. Economic opportunities for ag sector. Goal: market value for ag products increase by 50%. Food security for residents. Responsible agriculture. Practices. Goal: healthy local food for residents increase by 50%. Goal: responsible agriculture practices increase by 100%. Market development. Make local produce more desirable and accessible than imports. 1.1 Improve market access for new and small farmers. 1.2 Increase local food purchases by organizations. 1.3 Support solutions for deer as pest and explore a new deer industry. Infrastructure and facilities. Develop each stage of supply chain. 2.1 Expansion of food hubs and specialized commercial kitchens. 2.2 Agricultural parks as on-ramps for responsible farmers. 2.3 USDA certified slaughter facilities and inspection on all 3 islands. 2.4 Agricultural housing. Access to capital. Increase availability of funds for agriculture. 3.1 Grants for the department, producers, and other stakeholders in the supply chain. 3.2 Access to capital for producers. 3.3 Ag sector recovery from natural disasters. 3.4 Prepare unused ag land for transition to active farming. Expertise and information. Improve information and connections. 4.1 Become the producer support hub for the county. 4.2 Drive shared vision, definitions, policies, and processes related to county agriculture. 4.3 Report on food security and agricultural practices. 4.4 Establish a Kupuna Council. When all people, at all times, have physical, social, and economic access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food that meets their food preferences and dietary needs for an active and healthy life. The 4 essential components of food security are: availability. Is the physical supply of food sufficient? Can people actually obtain the food? Utilization. Are people able to eat and benefit nutritionally from the food they have? Stability. Are people prepared to remain food secure in the face of environmental, financial, political, or social shocks? Consistent access, availability, and affordability of foods and beverages that promote well-being, prevent disease, and if needed, treat disease, particularly among racial ethnic minority populations, lower income populations, and rural and remote populations. Since the pandemic, Hawaii has seen an average increase of 25% in food prices. For Hawaii, food insecurity is associated with $800 million per year in added healthcare costs. 37% of all households felt anxious about running out of food. 1 in 10 Hawaii households were going without food for a whole day, some or most months out of the year. Some groups within the ANHPI category were more than twice as likely to experience food insecurity than others. 4% of those enrolled in higher education were food insecure. In 29% of households with children, 1 or more children were facing food insecurity. Among the households affected by the wildfires, 49% experienced food insecurity, highlighting the importance of developing proactive disaster preparedness and response plans within the community. Food security is not possible without affordable housing and financial security. Residents of Maui County pay the highest rent costs in the U.S., and 52.9% of Maui County's population is rent-burdened, Hawaii Housing Factbook 2024. Hawaii residents pay the highest food costs in the United States, Froelich 2018. Prior to the fires, Aloha United Way 22 found that over half of Maui County's residents do not earn enough money to afford the basic cost of living. Hawaii Food Bank reported that in Maui County, 31% of residents experienced food insecurity in 2023, and among the households affected by the wildfires, 49% experienced food insecurity. Rural communities face significantly more health challenges than urban residents. 6 in 10 countywide and 71% report cutting back on groceries since the fires. This represents an increase in those going without over the past 2 years. In the past year, have you had to cut back on food and groceries for personal financial reasons, short on money, or medicine for personal financial reasons, short on money? April 2022. As we found 2 years ago, mental health needs are higher among those in financial straits. 74% of those who are cutting back on groceries countywide say their mental health is worse, 76% among fire-impacted, and are much more likely to say they or a household member need counseling. Maui County Food and Nutrition Security Plan Draft Plan for Public Comment. September 2024, prepared for Maui County Department of Agriculture. The Maui County Food and Nutrition Security Plan lays out strategic recommendations to improve nutrition security, climate and emergency resilience, and opportunities for local food producers within Maui County. Maui County's food system is part of a much larger system that is influenced by global food production and federal and state policies. For the purposes of this plan, we are focused on the parts of the food system that we can influence within Maui County. We aim to create recommendations that reflect the unique needs and opportunities in our islands, guiding us toward a more resilient and just food system that aligns with our local values and goals. Consumers, tailors, waste, restaurants, institutions, community-based food systems, networks of local farms and food businesses that do business to build community, health, wealth, connection, and capacity, as well as to sustain themselves financially. Farmers, aggregators, distributors, processors, wholesalers, developed in collaboration with over 600 community members, including farmers, ranchers, fishers, hunters, foragers, educators, and public health professionals. These individuals shared input through in-person community gatherings, virtual feedback sessions, and online surveys between 2021 and 2024, including Maui Nui 2021 Virtual Food Summit, Maui Nui 2022 Food Summit, and Maui Nui 2023 Food Summit, Hawaii Good Food Alliance 2021 Farmer Needs Assessment, Maui County Department of Agriculture 2022-2023 Food Producer Needs Assessment, Maui Nui Food Alliance 2023 Food Supply Assessment, May to July 2023 Maui Nui Food Security Assessment, Maui Food Bank's 2022 Food Bank and Pantry Assessment, Maui Nui 2023 Consumer Needs Assessment, Maui Nui 2024 Community Talk Story Sessions, Creating a Food and Nutrition Security Plan, Maui County Community Talk Story Sessions. Share your mana'o with the Maui County Department of Agriculture on your vision for the future of our food systems. Join us in person, Helene Hall in Hana, Thursday, 2/8 from 5:30 to 8 p.m., Pukalani Community Center Tuesday, 2/13 from 5:30 to 8 p.m., Kihei Community Center, Thursday, 2/22 from 5:30 to 8 p.m., Kahului Community Center, Thursday, 2/29 from 5:30 to 8 p.m., Lanai Filipino Clubhouse, Thursday, 3/7 from 5:30 8 p.m., Molokai Mitchell Pauole Community Center, Tuesday, 3/12 from 4:30 to 7 p.m., Napili Location TBD, Thursday, 3/21 from 5:30 8 p.m. Questions? Call 808-270-8287. Sign up here to receive an email reminder. The plan will be carried out and co-led by community leaders, including nonprofits, small businesses, and government-supported projects working to build a better food system for Molokai, Lanai, and Maui. The Maui County Department of Agriculture will oversee the advancement of the Food and Nutrition Security Plan's goals through ongoing coordination with the plan's co-leaders and annual evaluations of the plan's progress. Food and Nutrition Security Plan goals. Goal 1, ensure all residents have access to nourishing, culturally relevant foods at all times. Goal 2, support farmers and expand food production to create an abundant, self-sufficient food system. Goal 3, build vibrant local food economies and profitable career pathways for farmers and food system workers. Goal 4. Promote healthy, resilient ecosystems and responsible resource stewardship. Goal 1. Ensure all residents have access to nourishing, culturally relevant foods at all times. Objective. Leverage existing institutions, infrastructure, and programs, including those funded by USDA, to increase access to nourishing foods. Objective. Develop innovative programs to increase access to nourishing foods and lower rates of chronic diseases, especially in rural areas and Pacific Islander communities. Objective. Increase community self-sufficiency by supporting home food production and access to wild foods. Objective. Increase individual and community capacity to remain food secure in times of emergency. Objective. Support economic security, food affordability, and financial safety nets to prevent poverty and food insecurity, especially in the face of rising food prices. Goal 2. Support farmers and expand food production to create an abundant, self-sufficient food system. Objective. Protect and expand access to agricultural land. Objective. Improve water infrastructure and management to support food production. Objective. Improve agriculture infrastructure and establish new facilities to increase capacity and resilience. Objective. Diversify food production and increase the amount of food grown for local consumption, with a focus on culturally relevant foods and sustainable protein sources. Objective. Support producers in navigating regulations and reduce unnecessary regulatory burdens. Goal 3. Build vibrant local food economies and profitable career pathways for farmers and food system workers. Objective. Increase market access for local producers and support value chain coordination. Objective. Support producers in navigating regulations and reduce unnecessary regulatory burdens. Objective. Increase farm viability and the viability of farming as a sustainable and fulfilling career. Objective. Develop future generations of farmers and support ongoing advancement for current producers. Goal 4. Promote healthy, resilient ecosystems and responsible resource stewardship. Objective. Promote food waste diversion, composting, and other efforts that reduce waste and improve soil fertility. Objective. Support ridge-to-reef resource management practices. Objective. Manage invasive species populations. Community-based, community-led. During this first draft phase, we are connecting with potential action leads to get their buy-in and asking for their edits to the goal, objective, and action language, and learning their suggestions for the necessary resources, partners, and metrics to use to track the success of each action. Goal 1. Ensure all residents have access to nourishing, culturally relevant foods at all times. Objective. Leverage existing institutions, infrastructure, and programs, including those funded by USDA, to increase access to nourishing foods. Action. Increase vendors' ability to accept DA bucks and WIC at farmers markets and stores. We need your input on the Maui County Food and Nutrition Security Plan. Please take this 10-minute survey by October 11th, 2024, to help us prioritize the plan's draft objectives and let us know what's missing. Goal 3. Build vibrant local food economies and profitable career pathways for farmers and food system workers. In this goal, which objectives are the most important for Maui County partners to work on? Drag and drop each objective to place them in order of importance. Number 1 is most important, of 5 is least important. Objective. Assist food system entrepreneurs to grow and sustain their businesses. Objective. Increase farm viability and the viability of farming as a sustainable and fulfilling career. Objective. Develop future generations of farmers and support ongoing advancement for current producers. Objective. Increase market access for local producers and support value chain coordination. The plan will be revised based on community feedback shared through 2 rounds of public comment, which will include September-October 2024 community feedback survey, public comment forms, and public meetings on the first draft of the Food and Nutrition Security Plan. October 11th is the deadline for our community survey for our first draft. November 2024 community feedback and public meetings on the second draft of the Food and Nutrition Security Plan. We aim to have the plan finalized by January 2025. Sign up for the Department of Agriculture's mailing list here or at tinyurl.com/Maui-Dito-A-list. Stay in touch. Lauren Nelson, Tawa.us, 808-270-8287,